Good evening everyone, welcome back to your beloved Drawback Chess Speedrun, the series that I always have 100% win rate. It is just impossible for me to lose my win rate on this website. Today we are continuing our climb from 2700 to 2800 rating points, and without any further ado, let's get into today's content. First game was played at 2730. Hand and brainless, must move a specific piece type. Re-randomized every move. Absolutely impossible, reveal drawback to opponent. Must move pawn, e4. For context, there are approximately 30 reasonable moves per position, and with this drawback, that number comes down to about 3. This entire game requires a massive amount of luck to be able to win, as even if my opponent blunders his king, big chance I still won't be able to capture it due to my randomizations. e5. Opponent counter revealed. If you can move a piece adjacent to your opponent's king that isn't already, you must accept that you are always permitted to capture their king. So I guess I should be moving my king all the way up there and wait for him to blunder all of his pieces. But then comes my drawback preventing me from moving my king. Knight f3. Knight f6. Must move rook. Very funny. Rook g1. At least it wasn't rook b1. Bishop c5. Knight takes c5. Oh wait. His drawback actually forced him to do that. Did I just lose in 5 moves? Well, I mean, it's fine, it was on the top of the difficulty level anyway. Second game, let's go. Second game was played at 2760. Covering fire. You can only capture a piece if you could capture it 2 different ways. Absolutely horrifying. Reveal drawback to opponent. d5. So this game will be a very defensive game. I mean, I'll try to make aggressive moves, but eventually we will have to play very defensively, as most of our attacks won't work due to the challenge, as even if I can somehow checkmate him, big chances that I still wouldn't be able to capture his king due to my drawback. Knight g3. I'll make an aggressive move. h3. Okay, I can't take his knight because my bishop is the only thing attacking it. I have to retreat. This is going very wrong very quickly. e3 e6 bishop d3. I also cannot capture his bishop. Bishop g6. Bishop takes g6. My bishop was defended by 2 pawns, which means I'm having 2 pawns attacking his bishop, which means I can make a recapture. Knight c3. Bishop d6. Queen d3. c6. I didn't even see that. There is no way for me to defend all of the threat, but since queen f7 is literally checkmate in 1, I'll prioritize defending that. Queen takes g7. There is no way to save both. I'll save my rook. Queen takes g8. Queen f8. A queen trade will help a lot as his queen is literally soloing my entire territory right now. And queen g6, I'm down to resign. Aha. Thank you. I suppose everyone could see my bishop was also defending my queen from behind. Bishop d2. Knight d7. Trading queens was a big step, but it is still a very difficult situation, because as my queen is already gone, if I were him, I would have just moved my king forward and destroyed my opponent's entire territory, as it is very difficult to capture the king due to the drawback. You know what? Resignation. I cannot let him humiliate me like that. We'll win the last game instead. Unrequited love. Your king can't move away from your queen, and can't move if you don't have one. Your queen can't move towards your king. I think I have had this drawback sometimes in the past before. We have experience on this. Reveal drawback to opponent. e4. The plan is very simple. We don't even move the royal couple, and with such a plan we should not be opening up the center too early. d6. d4. My opponent counter-revealed. If your queen is attacked, you must move a knight if possible. Well, if that was the case, you shouldn't have pushed those pawns so aggressively. Bishop to g4. He moved a knight as requested, which blunders a knight. He moved the other knight as requested, and I can take his queen. After the capture I figured that I shouldn't have done that, and instead I could actually just keep my bishop on this diagonal forever and ever to keep him moving his knight for the entire game. Unfortunately my hands were faster than my brain. Knight takes d1. I mean, it's actually fine, now he can play normal chess, but on the other hand I am up an entire queen. g6. Knight e3. Bishop g7. d5. a6. Defensive moves are always good for me. a4. Very aggressive. Knight f6. Rook b1. Sure. Knight takes e4. b4. That drops the c3 square. Bishop c3 check. King e2. Bishop back to g7. Making the c3 square empty for my knight. c4. That blunders a rook. Knight c3 check. Resignation. 1 win equals 100% win rate. 2 losses, each loss worth minus 100% win rate. 100% times minus 100% times minus 100%. Drawback chess speed run today. 100% win rate.